The ominous opening, the video opens with a slow, cinematic drone shot of vast, empty Iowa cornfields under a golden sunset. The camera pans across the rural landscape, eventually settling on a distant cluster of abandoned buildings, the ghost town. An intense, low-frequency soundscape plays in the background. The narrator's voice begins with a captivating hook. They say once the sun sets in this forgotten Iowa town, the whispers begin, and tonight, we're here to listen. This sets the tone for the entire video. Arrival and first impressions. The scene shifts to a ground-level view. You're walking on an old, overgrown road toward the town. You stop at a rusted, faded sign that marks the town's entrance. The camera focuses on the details. Peeling paint, a broken-down fence, the first glimpses of decaying homes. Your voice describes the palpable sense of history and the eerie silence of the place, noting that the peaceful sunset hides an unsettling atmosphere. The town's history and local legend. You stand in what was once the town's main street. The camera slowly pans across the collapsing structures, a general store with boarded-up windows, an old, dilapidated schoolhouse, and a church with a broken steeple. A historical narrative plays, explaining the town's origins and its eventual demise. This part also introduces the specific local legend, a mysterious tragedy involving the town's founder's family, or a sudden, unexplained event that caused the remaining residents to flee in terror. Exploring in the fading light. As the light starts to fade, you begin to walk deeper into the town. The video cuts to you entering the old schoolhouse. Inside, dust-covered desks and old books are visible, creating a vivid picture of a life abruptly left behind. The camera captures the details. A faded drawing on a chalkboard, a child's forgotten toy on the floor. You comment on how unnerving it is to see these relics of a past that feels so close. The first paranormal event night has fully fallen. The video shifts to a low, light or night vision camera. You are standing inside the church, surrounded by empty pews. The wind howls outside, making the old building creak and groan. Suddenly, a distinct, sharp sound, like a heavy door slamming shut in the distance, breaks the silence. You and your partner freeze, looking at each other, and you ask in a hushed tone, "Did you hear that?" The camera pans quickly in the direction of the sound, but finds nothing. The investigation deepens. Shaken but determined, you decide to investigate the source of the sound. Flashlight beams cut through the darkness as you make your way toward a different part of town. The camera follows you into a particularly unsettling building, perhaps an old, empty farmhouse. The narrative emphasizes the increasing tension. The sounds become more frequent, faint whispers. The sound of footsteps on the floor above you, or a rocking chair mysteriously moving. The climactic fright. This is the most terrifying part of the night. You're in a narrow hallway of the farmhouse when your flashlight suddenly flickers and goes out. In the brief moment of darkness, a shadow or a figure is caught on camera, barely visible, moving quickly across a window or in a doorway. When the flashlight turns back on, it's gone. The camera focuses on your horrified reaction, showing you and your partner backing out of the building in a panic. The video includes a quick, shaky shot of you running out of the house and back into the open street. Taking a moment to breathe, you're now outside, catching your breath. The moon hangs high in the sky. The camera shows you sitting on the steps of an abandoned building, trying to process what happened. You admit that you're genuinely scared and that you can't explain what you just saw. This humanizes the experience and makes it more relatable for the viewer. The narrative reinforces the idea that some places truly hold onto their past. The quiet morning and final thoughts. The sun rises, casting a soft, peaceful glow over the ghost town. The air feels calm again. You walk through the streets one last time, reflecting on the experience. The visuals show the same buildings from the start of the video, but now they look less threatening. You conclude that whether it was truly paranormal or just a trick of the mind, the town's history and atmosphere are undeniably powerful. The video ends on a thoughtful note, suggesting that some stories are more than just legends. The conclusion and call to action. The final scene is a high-angle drone shot of the ghost town as you drive away. The shot fades to a black screen with text. The narrator's final words thank the viewers for joining the journey and encourage them to share their own experiences in the comments. The video ends with a clear call to action to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future content.